Around the globe, government agencies are engaged in a silent countdown.
This countdown is not to a missile launch, but to a potential quantum blackout. Our investigative team has uncovered mounting evidence suggesting a cyber crisis capable of disabling global banking and electrical infrastructure simultaneously.
This is not science fiction.
It is a chilling reality, quietly acknowledged in high-level intelligence briefings.
The threat stems from advanced quantum computing decryption capabilities.
It targets the very digital bedrock of our modern world.
Mainstream news networks remain silent on this existential threat.
The core of this impending crisis lies in quantum computing's unprecedented decryption power.
Current global security, from banking transactions to national defense, relies on asymmetric encryption.
This encryption is designed to be computationally infeasible to break with classical computers.
However, intelligence assessments, now corroborated by academic research, confirm quantum machines running algorithms like Shor's can render these unbreakable codes obsolete in minutes. This would expose virtually all digital communications and financial records. Sources within national cybersecurity agencies confirm this is the top-tier, classified threat.
Our investigation reveals that governments are not merely aware, they are actively preparing.
Leaked documents, labeled Level 5 classified, continuity of digital operations, detail top-secret protocols.
These protocols outline responses to a quantum-enabled cyber attack.
They include measures for maintaining essential services, securing national reserves, and even the activation of emergency communication channels.
These contingency plans, distributed among G7 nations, reveal a unified, albeit covert, understanding of the severity.
Details confirm a digital collapse resilience framework is already in place. This framework is specifically designed for a simultaneous financial and infrastructural outage.
The global banking system stands as a primary target. Its intricate web of digital transactions, including the SWIFT network that underpins international finance, relies on encryption vulnerable to quantum decryption. Financial analysts, operating within a tight circle of security clearances, acknowledge that a quantum blackout could halt all digital payments, erase records, and trigger unprecedented market panic. Reports from a recent Black Sky exercise, conducted by the Department of Homeland Security in conjunction with NATO allies, simulated such a financial collapse.
The results were catastrophic, revealing structural vulnerabilities previously deemed theoretical.
Our sources confirm post-quantum cryptography development lags behind the offensive threat. Simultaneously, the electrical grid faces an equally devastating threat. Modern power grids are managed by supervisory control and data acquisition, or SCADA, systems. These systems are highly interconnected and rely on encrypted communications for operational integrity. A quantum attack could dismantle these controls, leading to cascading failures across entire regions. Industry experts, speaking anonymously, describe the grid's terrifying structural vulnerabilities. They confirm many legacy systems are not designed to withstand such a sophisticated, instantaneous breach. The potential outcome: widespread, prolonged power outages, disrupting everything from water treatment to transportation. This is a critical national security concern. While public infrastructure remains critically exposed, evidence suggests global elites are preparing their own safeguards. Reports from real estate and construction firms specializing in high-security facilities indicate a surge in demand for underground bunkers and fortified compounds. These are not merely survival shelters. They are sophisticated, self-sufficient environments designed for long-term habitation. Locations often cited include remote areas of New Zealand, Patagonia, and the American Midwest. These elite sanctuaries are equipped with independent power, communication, and water purification systems. These preparations confirm a significant segment of the ultra-wealthy expects a systemic breakdown, potentially from a quantum blackout event. Why do mainstream news networks refuse to put this on air? Our investigation points to a combination of factors: the complexity of quantum computing, the sheer scale of the threat, and a deliberate decision to avoid public panic.
High-ranking sources in national security suggest a controlled narrative is preferred. They argue full disclosure would cause economic instability and social unrest. Critics, however, contend this silence prevents public awareness and preparedness. The classified nature of the threat means many journalists lack access to verified information, fostering a media blind spot. This perpetuates a dangerous ignorance among the very population most at risk. This quantum blackout scenario is not a distant future, it is the silent front in an ongoing cyber war. Nations are locked in a race for quantum supremacy, developing both offensive decryption capabilities and defensive post-quantum cryptography. Intelligence reports detail state-sponsored actors actively probing global infrastructure for weaknesses. The U.S. National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, is desperately working to standardize new, quantum-resistant algorithms. Yet, the consensus among our sources is that the offensive capabilities are advancing faster than defensive countermeasures. This creates a critical window of vulnerability, a window that could snapshot at any moment. The classified quantum blackout standard represents a threat unlike any we have faced. It highlights the terrifying reality that our hyper-connected world is profoundly fragile. The quiet preparations by governments and elites are not a sign of paranoia, but of grim foresight. While mainstream media downplays or ignores this, the evidence points to a clear and present danger. Understanding these structural vulnerabilities is the first step towards true resilience. This is not about fear-mongering, but about informed awareness. The question is no longer if, but when, the digital world might go dark. Are you ready?